or Title Talk with your host, Drew Wishover, entrepreneur, published author, and owner of Inspired Title Group, along with his co-host and director of operations, Amy Maley. Each week, the team will offer industry terminology, tips and strategies, along with the occasional real estate professional to help educate as it pertains to buying, selling, or just plain old home ownership. We thank you for spending time with us today. Now, let's join this episode of Title Talk.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Thursday, Title Talk 2.0. I am a host. My name is Drew.
You are a host.
I'm a host today. I'm not.
I think I am a host
I'm not
too.
the host. I'm a host because so are you. Like I was just
a co-host.
I'm a host. You're a host too, right? Hey, good morning again. We're here with our friend and partner in crime with all the greatness that we do.
Sorry.
And I can't tell you how excited we are to be, really
growing our
working
relationship,
with this fabulous organization. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mel.
Hello.
Hello, Mel. Tell the world about you. I'm just
you.
going to sit back here and be a host.
A host.
A host.
Wonderful. Thank you. I appreciate you both for having us here. I am second time here. I feel much more comfortable this round. Excited to be here. I am board president of Almost Home Chicago. We operate out of Oak Lawn, out of a church called Alive Church at 8844 South Austin Avenue. And throughout this session here, we'll talk a little bit specifically about some of our programs, but in general, if I could just state, we serve individuals suffering from homelessness, food insecurity, or addictions within Oak Lawn and the surrounding communities, really focused on kind of taking care of the folks in our own backyard, per se. So Oak Lawn and within about a 5-mile radius, and we've got lots of exciting things to talk about here with you both today.
You are, everything that was just shared there, I'm telling you that the mission is incredible. We've had numerous opportunities to kind of support and see, and this is an amazing group that is doing some really good things. And since the last time, you guys have just done like incremental growth.
Yeah, you are going.
Incremental growth. It's awesome to watch it follow. So you want to go ahead and see where they're at and
So we just start right into flip that slide. And we are going to talk a little bit about what New Lease on Life is.
Yes, so this is something.
She's not excited.
Really happened. I left here the last session that we had together and saying this is what we want to do. This is like put it out there. Almost Home Team calls it our North Star, and it was to either buy a church or start providing housing. And in the housing crisis that we're in, a lot of our friends desperate for a leg up. And that was kind of in motion mentally for the team, and then an opportunity arose where we were able to secure leases to 2 apartment units in the Beverly area.
That's
one is a 2-bedroom unit and one is a 1-bedroom unit. They are so amazingly in the same building. Let me tell you how much easier that was.
I can imagine.
Moving our friends in. And so what we do is it's kind of what I consider an affordable housing program as we're thinking about it. So to start up, we just kind of had to influx the funds to help our friends who do have the potential to afford rent, but help them get the security, get the 2 months up front, month's rent, bookend that, get them all the supplies that they may or may not need. There was this influx of funds that we collected to change the life of 3 of our friends. So we put one of our single women into the 1-bedroom, and then a mom and daughter duo into the 2-bedroom.
So great.
And without oversharing their particular story, which is the line that I like to cross, what I do know that I can share is that I had a better understanding. I thought I knew what it was like for them, but now being hands-on almost every single day for the last 2 months, of seeing what life was like
Yes.
to what life is like now, having a home. There are transformations that a human goes through that I had no concept of until it happened right in front of me.
Yeah.
And if I can just run through, like,
Yes.
as I think about the day in the life of, and this is not specific to any one of these women, any of our friends, I'm pulling it from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed, what it's like to be homeless. And let's talk specifically about somebody who does have a car, right? So
Okay.
a car to live in. Wherever you sleep, you run the risk of being interrupted, getting in trouble. Numerous communities let people sleep in parking lots, right? The police officers, law enforcement gets to know individuals. If you're not causing a problem, they tend to
Right.
kind of leave you alone.
Right.
But I don't have to think about where I'm going to sleep every
Right.
single night, and if somebody's going to come knocking on my window in the middle of the night, right? You can't even sleep. So where you sleep, where you park your car, very critical, right?
Yeah.
A decision that has to get made every day. Second, when you wake up, think of your morning routine. We've got a bathroom
Yep.
break, we've got coffee, I have to let my dogs out, I've got to think
Your
about what
routine,
I'm
yeah.
eating for breakfast, all of that has to be made with, I have no place to do all of that, I have to go to a place to do each of
Right.
those things.
Right.
Planning when you eat, because you better be able to find a bathroom in a particular amount of time. There are stores that are flexible, but every time you go in, you still have to buy something, right? You have to be a paying customer. So of what little income you have, do you know how much
Yes.
money you spend on drinks and gum
Yes.
Yep.
and chips and fast food?
Yep.
So wake up, where are we gonna eat? Where are we going to go to the bathroom? Then now where are we gonna hang out? We've gotta find some place that allows us to hang out all day, ideally someplace that our car can be with us,
Yep.
we can be near it. We have a lot of friends that hang out at different libraries, kind of a safe haven for individuals, especially during poor weather.
Yep.
Sure.
A lot of our friends don't mind hanging out outside or hanging out kind of in their vehicle, but it's nice to have someplace
For
to go.
sure.
So you got where you're gonna hang out all day. Now, I don't know about you, but I usually need to eat more than once.
Mhm.
So where is the next meal going to happen?
Right.
How am I going to fit go to the span of a week? Maybe a shower a week. A lot of our friends a shower a month, and that's if they can have access to that. Thank gosh, we do have a relationship with Oaklawn Pavilion, and we give out shower passes. But there's only so many of those to
Right.
give.
Yeah.
There's only so many slots to take showers. So where are we going to take care of ourselves? Where am I going to throw out my garbage?
Right.
Again, bathroom. I'm privileged to live in a home that I don't even have to worry about if someone's in one of the other bathrooms, let alone where am I going to go to the bathroom and then have to wait. As a woman, there's things that women go through each month that are different, and like you need more access to things.
Poor boys have to hear about
Yeah.
it every time it happens to me.
And it's rough.
Yeah.
Like I can't imagine having that happening living in a
Yes.
car.
Yep.
Yes.
Dinner wrap up, right? Where if by chance you again have someplace to go eat, you have
Right.
the money to eat.
Right.
If gosh forbid you have to fit in here working at some point, making some type of income, right? Like this is every single day, every single hour, these individuals are living in survival mode.
Yeah.
And watching someone one day no longer have to live in survival mode
It's wonderful.
has truly shown me that like it is that easy.
Yeah.
It is truly that I
Yeah.
cannot even convey to you the transformation that has taken place before me, and the entire team would echo that because I didn't actually know how critical
Sure.
this was, right?
Right.
We all know everybody deserves to have a place to live, we all need a place to live, but
Yes.
it is incrementally throughout the entire day having access to a bathroom,
Whatever
a
you
fridge
need.
where your food is.
Yeah.
I take one of our friends shopping each week, she doesn't have a vehicle
Oh, man.
anymore, and to go from having to only shop meal at a time
Yep.
to being able to shop for an entire week's worth of groceries, transformational
Yes.
for
Yes.
individuals in how they live.
Yes. Yes.
Things that I genuinely, it's even beyond a taking for granted, it is not things that I even intellectually
Consider,
think
yeah.
about, yeah.
Right.
So, New Lease on Life as a program check, success, yes, it's working.
So great.
We want more,
I was
we're
gonna
trying to
say,
take
is
it
that-
slow.
yeah.
So the 2 apartment units that we did, like that is I would say it's already a well-oiled machine, we
Yes.
had plans.
Sure.
And they're doing well.
They're
loving
doing,
it.
they're doing amazing.
That's incredible.
Loving it.
Yes.
I get to see them every week.
Yes.
And also at Soup Kitchen, and smiles, glowing, interactions with
It is so
humans that
incredible.
just like out of their shell, like
Yes.
just beautiful women that I feel like they're getting to
Live it.
appreciate and
Yeah.
live that they see themselves that way also,
That's
because
so
they're
great.
not so focused and so worried on this other things that I know the world attaches status and
Sure.
and moral and worth and value to, and we shouldn't, because I wish for everybody to have met these women
Yeah.
Yeah.
even a day apart,
Yes.
since from moving
That
in.
day.
It was that quick. So like that started February 1st, technically.
Okay.
So
It is only
a month,
a
a
week
little over
into
a month.
March,
Yeah.
and rebirth.
That is
like
so-
really different human
so
beings.
cool.
So that's
Wow.
happening. That's going. If we had the opportunity to kind of emulate another unit after that,
Yeah.
we feel good about that. We branched off into more clever housing solutions, and I signed us up for buying an RV. And I won't be doing that again, even though all the lovely friends of mine are now tagging me in RV posts and sending me RV posts. No,
Great.
no, 2 weeks. I learned my lesson on
You're gonna be
that.
big in the RV reels,
Yes,
right?
yes.
If you guys are
So-
just tuning in right now, we are speaking with Mel Tillman from Almost Home, and we're talking about a new lease on life. I mean, what was the story that was just shared? If you missed it, you gotta share this, you gotta replay this, because we're talking about transforming people's lives. We're talking about making a difference in people's lives, whether it be from an RV or just giving them a place to live that we all just take for granted. And, Mel lays out a story here that is real about transformation of life.
Yes.
And people, we take for granted that we have a place to go when we finish our day and start our day, and they don't, so.
It's as if you were part of the conversation, Drew. I will tell you, one of them said 2-3 days into it, how's it going? I'm texting, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
might
of
block
course.
my number at some point. How's it going? And she said, it feels so good to have somewhere to go back to when we leave the house.
It's amazing.
Like, every time,
Yes.
like, such seemingly insignificant things.
Right.
Of course I'm gonna go home. I've been going home to the same house for
Yeah.
6 years, and before that it was
Right.
another home.
Right.
Not even realizing how much is behind just knowing that you have someplace to
Right.
go.
It's unconsciously done, but
Yeah.
for these folks, it's so appreciated. And I think that it really speaks volumes to us as people who are really needing to appreciate the things that we have, the simple things, because they do matter and they make such a huge difference. And what you guys are doing makes such a huge difference to, even touching the lives of a couple people. With the RV, is that just gonna be another family in the RV? Or are you gonna pack
Individual
that
guy.
bad boys up?
No, individual guy that
Oh, okay.
Almost Home has been helping for a few years. Really fantastic guy, and needed something that gave him a little pep in his step right now. He was
Perfect.
feeling really defeated, and an apartment unit doesn't really fit his lifestyle.
Okay.
And I wasn't planning. Sarah, I promise, I wasn't planning. I wasn't out shopping for an RV. I was having that thought, and then bam, it popped up in Marketplace, and I was like, that is where he's supposed to live. And it rolled so fast, I kid you not, again, within a week, we were
It is
owners of an
unreal.
RV. And I have to go with those things, right? If I don't
Yeah.
trust my intuition, then I'll hesitate on the next
And then
crazy
you're- yes,
thing,
sure.
and I can't do that. So
I can really see the church parking lot being lined up with RVs here at some point.
I hope none of them are listening.
Protect the parking lot for the
Yeah.
RVs.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us this other celebratory thing that's up? You guys are celebrating your 8th birthday?
We are.
Happy birthday, Melissa!
Oh,
Curious
my.
if you join me in wearing a birthday hat.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Of course I will. Thank you. Look at that.
It feels so- it feels so
Celebratory birthday
celebratory.
hats. Who doesn't like a birthday hat every now
Happy
and again?
birthday, almost home.
Happy birthday, almost home.
So yes,
Outstanding.
8 years of Almost Home existing. And that's not to say, Sarah was not out being an angel long before that.
Of course.
But 8 years and.
Why did she get yellow? I'm just kidding.
Actually, I'm looking at you. You both look more like gnomes now because it's a red hat, and I know I'm wearing yellow.
You blend in though too. Nice.
Is it? Yeah, right. I see an orange balloon right above my head. But 8 years, and we like to do really special things to coincide with our birthday each year. So we. Was it last week, maybe the week prior, they're all blending in together, but we put out nominations for restaurant server, local restaurant server who,
Nice.
Really, make nominations for who you believe really is deserving of kind of just an influx of some funds that they might need right now. Received tons of nominations, the board takes that, we vote on it, and so each year the amount that we give kind of corresponds to it. So last year we gave 777. This year we're at 888.
That's awesome.
We're trying to raise 8,888 to kind of sustain kind of all the.
That's where that number came from. Yes.
So little things like that. We're all driven a little, a little batty, but intrinsically by what we just feel we should put out there, and we like numbers. So 8th birthday, $8,888, and a couple stories of what we're going to be doing with that.
Yes.
There was a post just put up on our page, our Facebook page, 3 days ago. One of our friends, he finds it really difficult to get around, and it was as simple as getting one of those rolling carts, right? An $80 purchase.
Yep.
Transforming the
Makes a
way
huge
now
difference.
he can navigate, navigate. Little things like that.
Yes.
Those things just come up. We see a need and we like to fulfill it. So that's kind of like that kitty of funds there. And of course, going out and we do the random acts of kindness as it comes around our birthday, which also corresponds to, I know there's a video or a screen background for it, but my 2-year anniversary is also at the same time as this anniversary.
That is very
so my Almost Home birthday coincides with Almost Home's birthday.
That is very cool.
Yes, I feel again even more fate-ish
Yes.
about that.
Yes. Totally.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Totally. I mean, 8 years, and really the
And what
growth
you've
of-
that's what I was going to say. The growth over the last 8 years is nothing short of
Astronomical.
incredible. Yes.
Astronomical.
Yes.
So, can I pull a piece of paper out of my pocket?
You may.
I'm
She didn't bring her boards this time, guys.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The prop is not for you to see, it's for me to see. Look at this. Look at this. Okay. In 2021, we spent, Almost Home spent, so we have a client tracker. We track every essentially interaction, and there's a couple things about that interaction we track. How much did we spend, meaning like write a check, run a debit card, hand them funds, or the value if somebody donated it to us. So spent $60,000 in 2021.
Okay.
82,000 in 2022. And so far we've already spent in 2023, 2 months in, we're at about 6,000.
Okay.
Okay. Now the secondary number I don't have for 2021 because we started tracking it in 2022, but it's the value of what we pass on, right? So those things that get donated to us, like a backpack, a pair of shoes, etc. We pass that on and we say we're kind of passing on that value. In 2022, we passed on $55,000 in value in addition to the 82 we spent. Okay.
That's
Holy crap.
Yeah. Already in 2023, so we spent 6. We've already a value of 13,000.
Yeah.
Right. So in 2 months, basically that would contain up to like February. In 2022, we served 1,900 household members. In 2023, we're already at 482, which is we're trending a little bit higher. Which of course makes sense based on our programming. We have people coming to us for soup kitchen more, and so all the rest of the services get used more. But that's demonstration of like we just keep growing every single year. The more we bring people to us, the more we're going to be able to help them with the other things.
And is it
wraparound
most
services.
where do you think most people hear about you guys from? Do you think it's a lot of word of mouth? Do you think it's just the community? Is that kind of what's streamlining a lot of this?
I think so. Sarah really has established an amazing following on social media of it's like her band of angels.
Yeah.
We get tagged on things both for people wanting organizations to
Yeah.
support and help, as well as people need help, and like if it's not Sarah tagged personally, it's Almost Home, right?
Yeah.
The community knows Almost Home is there, and since I've been around, one of my main goals is to get the other businesses and other organizations in these communities to know we're here, right? We want the people to know we're here, and they do. We've got to work on the rest, because like it's an ecosystem, right?
Yes.
We all live in this together.
Yes.
So that's where my focus has been, and we've been doing that too. So like here, right?
Yeah.
That's what this is.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
we are growing word of mouth, social media, and we're just showing up places.
And that speaks volumes for the organization, that people are talking about you, that is growing that way, that you are doing well with what you're doing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel pride every time I see it. I know Almost Home is not just me, right? There is a team of us, but like I feel genuine personal pride every
You
time
should.
someone's like, Almost Home is a great organization. Go ask them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so
I
fantastic.
love when students get sent to us for service hours.
Yeah. Yes.
Come
One, come all, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We actually just had a 20 student group feeding
Holy
at Soup Kitchen.
That's great.
That
20
is-
grade school, middle school.
Oh my gosh, how
children.
cool is
It
that?
was amazing.
Oh, I love it.
We're looking forward to our next time there. It's a couple weeks.
Yes.
We're coming
Yeah.
up, and yeah, I mean it's such a good experience and such a great experience. Do we go there or where?
Yeah, let's go to Soup Kitchen.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
flip about Mel.
Yep.
Switch-
We'll come back to Mel.
We'll come to Mel.
Yeah, we're gonna.
And
go
we
ahead
can take
there.
these
Nope, one
hats
more.
off.
Okay.
Or do we have
So
to?
should we? Can I put it on my face like a duck?
I'm
There you go.
I'm-
No, you want the yellow
I'm
one
kind
for
of a
that.
fan, so I'm gonna.
All right,
go
so
ahead
what-
and stay
There you
there.
go.
Gnome.
Yeah.
All right. So
No.
what you just mentioned the Stone Soup Kitchen.
Yes. So every time I have the opportunity to talk about Almost Home is doing, Soup Kitchen is a core component, although new is like pushed down to say like this is where we now start folks.
Right.
And the reason is it's because of the relationship building
Yes.
that we get to do at Stone Soup Kitchen. So for those that don't know what Stone Soup Kitchen is, it is soup kitchen in the title, but it's more than a soup kitchen, and I think both of you would
Yes.
attest to that. The Stone Soup comes from the story of Stone Soup and kind of everybody bringing what they needed to feed the community, right? And
Yeah.
that concept is what we're doing to a T. Because what we do is we kind of bring the guests, the hungry guests. We have the brick and mortar dining room and kitchen to serve, but it is really community members that bring the food to us, to our friends, and serve it with always a smile, right? I have never seen a group not having a good time. So it's more communal dinner than
Yeah.
soup kitchen, I would say.
Yes, I would agree.
Okay.
Yes,
Great,
because
thank you.
I have done soup kitchens before, and
Yeah.
it's a different environment.
Yeah.
It is. It's a different feeling.
Like
we need to bring a Bluetooth speaker.
Yes.
that would be amazing.
Yes. Can we
do that this
Or
time?
there is actually also a TV, and one time I hooked up my laptop and like
Yes.
had music playing,
Yes, we
but
will
someone's got to
absolutely.
stay there to keep hitting play. But yes,
No, we will.
some type of music
Yes.
Yes.
because it's a lively
It
environment.
is. It is.
After dinner, so doors open at 4 on Tuesdays and Saturdays at Alive Church, 8844 South Austin Avenue, and doors close at 8. In between that 4 hour of magic is mingling,
Yes.
getting to know folks, relationship building. From the Almost Home side is there's usually a handful of us there, and we're just walking around, sitting at tables, checking in. It's our opportunity multiple times a week to see what is going on
Yes.
with our friends.
Yes,
We're
yes,
seeing
yes.
the same friends over and over, saying, "Hey, come over for dinner." And then just having a conversation and hearing from you what you need is very different than saying, "Come sit in the office and tell me what you need, and I'll tell you what I can give you."
Right.
It's a very different
Oh,
exchange.
100%. Yes.
And so Stone Soup Kitchen has changed the way we can serve our friends. And so Tuesdays and Saturdays for any community member in need. So that is not just our friends. When I say our friends, that's our guests that come to us. That is anyone in the community that is in need of dinner. You could have a job, car, house. You can afford to go out to eat even. But that day you are alone and you don't want to go eat alone.
Right.
Come eat with us.
Right. Absolutely.
You don't have money to feed your family that
Yeah.
night, but you don't want to cook.
Right.
Come to Soup Kitchen,
Yeah.
okay? Tuesdays, Saturdays, that's what they're there for. There are so many children that come and eat. We have
Oh my
a
gosh.
kids
You
corner.
have the cute.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they're
It's
such
adorable.
adorable.
We let them draw on the tablecloth,
Yep.
which is like my heaven as a child.
Yes.
Yeah, right?
Good times, good times.
Yeah.
It is truly a communal dinner, and you get to meet the volunteers. the friends get to meet our volunteers get to meet our friends. And we typically open up Soup Kitchen sign up, so if you're interested in being a volunteer, we open those up like 2 months for the 2 months ahead. So
Yes.
every 2 months for the next 2 months, to collect those. And that's, right now all done on Facebook, but I'm working on figuring out another way. I love to, you know,
tinker.
yeah.
Now I'll take my head off.
Allow
Now it's-
people outside of Facebook to sign up,
Uh-huh.
because I know that there are
Yes.
tons of organizations and groups that would love to do it that aren't on Facebook.
Yeah.
But the beautiful thing is, I don't ever have to go to another platform.
Right.
We put it on Facebook and that's it. It just all gets filled up, right?
It's so incredible.
It's a beautiful problem to have. So many people are interested in what we have, and I like genuinely believe we have a very special thing happening, that we're offering the community, and I can't wait till we have more days.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Because that's your goal, right? Eventually,
Yes.
add more days in
Yes.
there, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Every time we feel like we got it down, it's like kind of have
What
that
now?
conversation.
Yeah.
Can we scale? Do we have, we have Joy, our lovely Stone Soup Kitchen manager.
Mm-hmm.
Will she run away if we add it today? Jen, our pantry coordinator, helps set up, right?
Yeah.
And so it's like, is all the infrastructure there to add a day? We're very comfortable with 2 days right now. And unofficially, I'm calling it Office Hours Cafe. Basically, any of those individuals I just mentioned that need a place to eat dinner on Tuesdays and Saturdays, if those individuals need a place to just be during the day, we have started, we're kind of have in our little lobby area,
Yep.
folks kind of hanging out there.
Yeah.
We have
Yeah.
a microwave,
Yeah.
a coffee
Saw that.
bar you
Yes.
saw,
Yeah.
and
It's
folks
awesome.
can just hang out. We've got some guy that sketches.
Right,
We've got
right.
another that reads. Somebody
Yeah.
took a little cat nap. Like whatever they need, right? Come to us and we'll figure it out.
I don't know if you guys are listening like I am, but I continually hear the same thing over and over, and that is the compassion and the passion as well for making a difference and really helping out a cause that is real. It's happening. It's out there. It's, and there's no
Our
judgment.
focus,
There's
yeah,
literally like the open arms and the welcomeness and the friendliness and the vibe and it's not. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. There's nothing to be uncomfortable about. There's nothing. Everything is left outside.
And giving these kids somewhere to hang out with the other kids and have dinner with them.
And
It's
that
just
it
like,
feels so normal
it
and
just-
natural
yes.
and like just going.
it's like a family party.
Exactly.
Like it's
really is.
fantastic.
It's
We
like
decorate the tables,
Yes.
we put up real flowers, we buy every single week and put them into vases, like
Yeah.
we really go out of our way to make it feel special, inviting,
is.
comfortable.
It's like you're going to that graduation party at the aunt's house, and there's just a lot of people there, and
Yeah.
it's a lot of fun.
And we will feed you just like your Italian grandma would.
Absolutely.
And more.
Absolutely.
And another,
Right.
and then some to go.
Yes.
Totally.
Yes.
Totally. This is great, and you're great. The organization is great.
Mm-hmm.
I just really feel so connected with this organization, and this is obviously something that is near and dear to what we're doing in our organization, to following them and supporting them and being part of their growth and watching them do some really great things. And it's awesome to see just from a year ago the movement and the changes that have been made, and it's exciting to just know and see what's kind of going to happen as we go.
When we got word of New Lease on Life, you know what I realized? Your team was one of the first people that I told.
It was.
I was so excited, and
It
I
was.
knew that you all would be so happy for
Yes.
us, right? And like I knew you all knew how
Yes.
important that
Yeah.
was, and I was like, I can't wait to tell the Inspired title.
Yeah.
Like I was telling Sarah, I had to wait to tell you all. Like we gotta tell the rest of
Well,
the
I
team
gotta-
what I did. Hey, we just wrote a check.
Yeah.
But then I was like, I can't
I
wait
remember
to
when
tell.
you sent
Yeah,
us that.
It was
Oh my God.
you two and Chris, and
Yes.
I
Yeah.
was so excited.
Yes.
Because this is it's a light in the life of our friends. I've heard it, I've seen it.
Yeah.
They've told me. We have them fill out impact statements if they want to tell us how important it is, the work we do, and that is what we hear, right?
Yeah.
It's a light in their life, everybody that comes to see
And
us.
it's something that without your guys' help, who knows how long that might have taken to accomplish, or if it would have been accomplished, or
Yeah.
you guys made that happen for them, and it's
Yeah.
such a cool thing to be able
It's
to.
amazing. It's
Yeah.
an amazing mission. You're an amazing individual. The group is amazing.
Thank you.
Like really, it's hard to find a real group of people.
Like a core
that
group
are
of genuine
all
people.
really genuine to the, like,
Yeah.
Sarah is sickeningly nice, right? Like, it's amazing. She's so soft-spoken and she's so.
When you talk about like no mean bone in a body,
Yeah,
like that,
I
she is
mean,
the definition of
just-
like, she's
I mean, in hearing some of the
So
things
sweet.
that you've done, like, you're running around and driving people here and there, and you're giving up your time to better somebody else's life because you can, and this organization can. Why can't you? Why aren't you?
I feel a moral obligation when I have reached a point in my life that it doesn't feel as so sacrificial, like I'm taking it out of my mouth to give to someone else. Like that
Yes.
is when I went
Yes.
full
Yep.
speed ahead in everything that comes in. I have to give it back out. That is the kind of reciprocal energy that I look for. Sarah looks for. Every single one of our board members. It's actually the thing that I think Sarah waits to feel before she even invites someone in, because
Sure.
that can't be taught. That can't be
no.
picked up. Soup Kitchen, one more tangent off that, is we are adding to Soup Kitchen. One of our newer board members is a licensed social worker out of the Cognitive Clinic in
Oh.
Palos Hills, and we now have 6 social work interns coming to Soup Kitchen and offering in-office hours for anybody that wants private
Oh
mental health
my
services.
God.
Holy cow, that's huge.
Huge.
That is just huge.
Ooh, I just got
housing.
goosebumps on that one.
And we haven't made the official announcement, but it technically is being made right here. I'm not making my graphics, but like it's happening.
Dude, that
They come
is
2 Saturdays. We already have them coming into the office
Oh my
on
God.
other days for folks who want to talk to them in kind of our office hours.
That's huge.
Huge. That is
Equally as
we
big
have
as
to
health.
do that to make sustainable change.
Yes.
And we finally found a way to do it. And
God, how awesome is that?
our people are coming to us. Now we're bringing all of the support and services we can in these moments and just saturate it.
I mean, you keep blowing us away, and you continue to say and do
that
things
is
that
so
are
freaking
just
cool.
mind-blowing and super, super awesome. And, we're thankfully blessed that, we have the ability to listen and hear these things and be a part of this. And it really does kind of put things in perspective for people who are supporting and doing the great work. Almost Home is the organization that you guys need to continue to support, to allow the greatness of what Mel and the team are doing to grow. Because with little resources, they make big things happen. And
thank you.
really, with little time and investment, the impact is it's not measurable.
Yeah.
It's big.
Yeah.
So it's not like you have to give thousands and thousands of dollars, although they'll take it. The anything motto is real here.
Yes, absolutely. We have one volunteer who shows up evenings that we're not there and organizes our upstairs pantry now. Because Jen can't get to it during the day. We've got too many people to serve.
Yeah.
How do you say, sorry, I can't give you what you need, human? I've gotta go organize food.
Right.
Right.
Right,
So
right.
so when the resources are there, we find other unique ways to get stuff done. And again, we have an amazing supporting, following, and to get that stuff done so that we can stay focused on these other big
Wow.
transformative.
Wow.
You guys are
Size
helping
things.
on every facet of what these people
That's what
do.
we're trying to do.
It is
right? Because it's
incredible.
not just one thing.
No,
it
it's
has
not.
to be Maslow hierarchy of needs.
Yes,
Yes.
Right?
that is
We have
legitimately
to,
what I was looking
can't
at.
get them up there
Right.
transforming like we did our 3 lovely ladies if we do not hit all of these in between.
And I
that's
think-
how I'm approaching every single friend we're serving.
You are going to see a lot of changes in these people, I think, with adding these social workers, and because
Oh my gosh.
and we have people that want them. I can't wait. I need that. I've had multiple friends say, I need that.
And that is an incredible thing that your friends have that capability to know that I need help. I need
Right.
to talk to somebody. I need.
And it just goes to show it's a matter of they were willing to do it. It
But they
was
didn't
too hard to make it happen.
They didn't have the
Bingo.
stuff that they needed to make it
Yeah.
happen.
Just
no
give them an
insurance,
idea.
don't know where to go, don't know who
Right.
to call, don't have a car.
Right.
Where do you go if you don't know who to go to for help?
Right.
So, that's what we're trying to change.
Oh my God, it's happening. It's
Yeah.
like it's my brain.
And
sees
in
it all.
the different encampments, once one person knows what services we're offering, that tends to
Right.
go out, right? And so people will know will begin to know that we will help them in all of these different facets. It's going to be at their pace.
Right.
Because
We
we
can
don't
force
have it
them.
all
Yeah,
figured
yeah, yeah.
out, but we will do it with them, and they won't have to do those things
Oh
alone.
my God, that's so
Ladies
huge.
and gentlemen, I really, really do encourage you to, check out Almost Home Chicago and absolutely follow them in social media, support them, help them grow this mission, and, follow them along this journey, because it's a great one. We know we're gonna have Mel back here again in the near future, just because they're a big part of,
Dude, I feel like if you don't talk to him for 3 days, it's like
Yeah.
37 things happen. So it's
exactly.
like we
I have
will
to come back.
Right.
You
I
have
gotta
to.
tell you what's going on.
I know.
Yeah.
We need to.
We need to be in the know, so
Yeah.
before we let everybody go on with their day, why don't you give a little bit of a wrap up and
You wanna talk
tell some
about
people.
Your last 2 years at all?
Yes, that's a great wrap up, right?
Yeah.
A great close is
It's the Toy Story
2 years since I left my very comfortable and 14-year career to potentially do nothing, and found myself wanting to follow my heart, and I would encourage anybody that is in that, follow your heart, it will pay off. Maybe not pay off in money, but it will pay off in the big scheme of
In
things,
so
right?
many-
In the big
yeah.
picture, because that is what has become so clear to me in the last 2 years is the type of change that people really need, the type of support that people really need. In the last 2 years, me giving that support to people has, there's sayings, right? When we heal others, we heal ourselves. And again, that kind of reciprocal energy exchange has happened every day for the last 2 years, and it has changed me as a person. And I can't imagine going back to a life where I'm not taking my knowledge, my skills, my crazy ideas, and doing something with them to better the world. And I had no idea what I was gonna be capable of today. 2 years ago, I thought I'm gonna just help Sarah collect money at Jewel, right? Like, I had no idea really what I was gonna do. It didn't matter. She just knew I belonged there.
Yeah.
I knew I belonged there, and I'd figure it out. And we're serving more than double the amount of people. We're raising double the amount of money. We are adding programs by the month, and eradicating 29 years of homelessness just a month ago between 3 women. Like, if you want to do something, go do it, please. And I love that you all are fortunate enough to kind of be able to say where we work, we also want to do good, and that's kind of like the best of both worlds, if you will. So 2 years, life-changing, get involved, go do something in your community, find somebody who needs help. Almost Home needs help, and I wish everybody could experience what I've experienced in the last 2 years, being board president of Almost Home.
I mean,
For real.
super, super well said, and super great time with you here today.
Thank you.
And really enjoyed
Put on
hearing
the last slide for our closeout, please.
about the progress of what Almost Home is doing and what they've done. And I mean, get in touch with them, follow them, reach out, help, share, do the social media thing, because obviously you see it's working.
Yeah.
And the more,
Strength in numbers, man. It's a
absolutely,
real
the
thing.
more we do, the more we give, the better they're gonna be. And we're gonna continue doing that, we're gonna continue
Thank you.
supporting you guys. We are blessed and thankful to be, to know you guys and,
We are.
and to really follow what your mission is, and it's a wonderful story.
I can't wait to see what's next, because
Yeah.
I know there's great things happening.
I can't wait
Thank
at
you.
all. So,
Yeah.
we wanna thank you for being here today and again sharing it. We're absolutely gonna have you back, and we're gonna get Sarah here. I'm going to pick her up, whether she has to hold the sign or just legs.
Or we just show up there with the camera and the
board is
computer
gonna
one
work.
day.
Yeah.
That is a fantastic
Yeah,
idea.
and we may.
Sarah, you're coming on
Yes.
You
next
just
time.
need to be a board holder. It's
Yes.
okay.
Or we're gonna shoot it at your office, and then
We'll
she
show
has
up
nowhere to
and
go.
with
Her and Jen will have to-
Spontaneous, absolutely. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for tuning in today. Thank you for listening to this great story from
Follow them.
this great
You're gonna
organization.
miss stuff if you don't follow them on social media. Make sure you do it.
Absolutely,
Have
they're
you
doing great
TikTok?
things.
Did you start
No.
that yet?
No.
It's hard, right?
I know once I do it, it's gonna go so crazy, I don't wanna do that.
We've
It's too much.
I agree.
We're RVs people would try to.
Right on, right on.
So Facebook for sure.
Yes.
Follow them on Facebook. I know you're on
Instagram,
LinkedIn.
we're working on it.
Yeah, for
LinkedIn,
sure.
we're working on it.
Yeah,
Reach
absolutely.
out, definitely check out their social media as well, and get involved. But we're gonna sign off here today. Let you guys get into your weekend. Thank you guys so much for tuning in
Weekend?
today.
Are we off tomorrow?
No, but remember we have it. Snowmageddon might be coming again. You never know, right? So from the Inspired Title team, my name is Drew.
My name is Amy.
And this is Mel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Have a great week and weekend. Until next time.